So Mac, as you're connecting, oh, you're here.
Yo,
Hi.
yo.
How are
I'm
you?
good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to see you in just this day because every time I see you, it's in passing,
I know, I
right?
know, I know. Yes, very true.
So it's
Very
very,
true.
hey, how are you? Da, da, da. Okay. Out. You feeling good?
Feeling great, man. It's Sunday, so today's like errand day around the house, and I'm just now getting back into New York. So, setting up the house, going to get groceries, a lot of
Yeah.
regular everyday Sunday shit.
Oh my God. I feel okay. So now I'm not gonna keep you long because I know y'all got to make your Sunday supper, huh? Oh man. Oh no, the circle is turning. Are you
Can you see
here?
me? Yeah, can you see me?
Yes, it's my fault. I had
Okay.
to switch locations. My neighbors are having this loud something. All right.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
thank you for coming and allowing me to celebrate you as a dad, Mr. Matt.
No problem.
Um, so I want to ask you a couple of questions about your recent fatherhood. But before I do, is it okay if I play a quick game with you really quick?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay, three questions, and it's multiple choice.
Okay.
The
Okay.
first question: which dad in entertainment practices the circle of safety with his children?
Circle
A,
of safety.
the circle of safety.
Uh,
A, Drake. B, Will Smith. C, Charlemagne the God.
the circle of safety. Now, what is the circle of safety? Because I'm gonna guess.
The circle
I don't.
the circle of
I was about
safety
to say
is
I don't
when you
know for
allow it,
real.
huh?
I said I don't really know what the circle of safety is for real.
The circle of safety is when you allow a safe space for your children to be open and honest. You could talk.
Mm.
So would that be Drake, Will Smith, or Charlemagne the God?
You know what? I'll give it to Will. Let's see.
Yes! You got it. You got it. It's Will. Yes, him and Jada practice the circle of safety, and they have the red table talk and all that good jazz. Um, question number two. All right, which dad in entertainment has 9 kids? A. Brad Pitt. B. Teddy Riley. C. Stevie Wonder.
Ugh. 9 kids. I feel
All
like all
right,
of them have a lot of kids. I feel like all of them have a lot of kids.
they sure
But
enough
I
do.
would say, yeah, right. Uh, I'll take. I want to take Teddy off because I feel like I know all of his kids, and I don't think he has 9.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I don't know if Brad Pitt has. Ha, I'm gonna go with Stevie. We're gonna go with Stevie.
Ding, 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 ding. Very good. So Teddy has 8.
Okay.
Uh, and if I'm not mistaken, Brad has 7 or
Okay.
5. But the answer is Stevie. Congratulations. Last question. Which dad in entertainment has forbidden his daughter from wearing makeup until she's a teenager? A. Kanye West. B. Jay-Z. Or C. Chris Breezy.
Oh man. Uh,
You got this. Come
you know what? You know what? I'd say this is again. The guessing has helped me this entire time, so we're gonna throw another roll the dice.
Come on, roll the dice.
Uh, Kanye. Let me give me Kanye.
Yes! Nah, you cheating. You Googling. Where your phone at?
No, I'm right here.
Cheater! You got all 3 right. I'm going to have my people invoice your people $1,000,000 because you won, baby. You won.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into you, Mr. Mack. So this program is about fatherhood initiative. And when I saw you become a dad, I was just like, oh, my baby's having a baby. So my question to you is like, how specifically has your life changed when you became a father, when you found out you were becoming a father?
Uh, I think all of us as human beings, there's a lot of stuff that we push to the side. There's a lot of stuff that we kind of whether it's trauma, whether it's our own our things that we need to be working on, we tend to kind of push to the side and think that tomorrow we can get to it, and tomorrow really never comes.
Yeah.
Having a child is one of those things that has, like, any problems, any traumas that I've had, any, like, anything that I've been confronted with and not met head on
Mm.
has shown me, like, it's shown its face while, like, when I found out I had a daughter, like, from the time when I found out to when she was born to even now, like, any of
Here.
the any of the past demons that you haven't dealt with, or they start to show their face,
Wow.
and it's up to you as a father to either deal with them and learn how to deal with them and teach your daughter or your son the lessons from
Yeah.
that, or kind of just let everything stay by the wayside and still continue to run away from it. And
Wow.
yeah, I just wanted to be a better. I was already in a place where I wanted to be a better person, a better man, a better future husband for my future wife at that time.
Mm.
Uh, I just wanted to be better, and
Wow.
I think ultimately I'm still a work in progress. I'm always a work in progress, but I do think that having Tristan is one of the things that has begun the shaping of me as a man.
Wow. Ooh, I just got the shakes, Lord. Oh my God. Yeah, they say babies change your life. And is that her? Hi.
Yeah, that's her.
Hi,
That's her.
baby. How do you
She's a
spell her name?
she's Tristan. It's instead of it's my name, but instead of an A at the end, it's a Y.
Right, right, right. I remember that.
Yeah.
It's so cute. They say babies change your life. And I remember when she got a little older, you got married. First of all, that
Hmm.
picture of her like fussing. Well, yeah, she was like, "I'm not here for it." She was
Yo,
pissed on it. I don't know why she was mad, but my
it's
question
like
is,
it's like that all the time with her.
for real?
Whenever, like, oh my God, I could come in the room and want to kiss her mom, and she'll start screaming. But she does. It's so funny as she does that. If there's a moment where I'm giving her a kiss or I kiss her hand or something like that, she'll make me kiss her mom too. She's like, kiss me first, and then you can kiss my mom. Like, she'll push
Oh,
my head to kiss her mom. So
so
yeah,
she's
it's funny.
priorities are straight. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
She is she's the cutest little nugget. I cannot. Such an adorable girl.
Yeah,
Now did you feel any extra sense of responsibilities after you became a dad and then a husband?
yeah, absolutely.
Did that
No, it's when you become, like, once you actually take the step to being a husband or a wife, you really have to understand that uh, they say in the Bible, that your husband or your wife is you. Like, you guys, you marry to become one.
hmm?
So you have to really realize that all of your choices, anything that you want to do, that selfish shit has to go out of the window.
Mm.
Anything that the way that we maneuver in relationships a lot of times is like, of course I want to make sure that my partner is happy, but ultimately I got to make sure I'm good. Like, I gotta serve self. And then
Yeah.
once you're married, you start to realize that everything has to be for you guys. And being a dad on top of that, it's like, it's not even, it's less, it's really more, it's really for the household. Like, there's no space for selfishness.
Mm. I want to just go back at what you said because I like what you said, and I think it's very important. So I don't want anybody to miss it. You pointed out the fact that you wanted to be a better person, and I think that a lot of people need to realize, in order for you to be a better spouse, a better parent, you got to work on yourself first.
Hmm.
Um, Something that, because I just graduated, and something I learned in he said, oh, right, licensed, yeah, singer, actress, psychotherapist. You heard? But what learned in school is like we have the meso, which is dealing with the community, and macro, which is dealing on a global scale. But then there's nano, which is you have to deal with yourself first before you step out and try to help anybody else. Because if you're messed up and you're not your best self, then how could you be, great for your children or your community or whatever? So that was really important.
Yeah,
For
there's a saying I remember. I was always somebody who I'm somebody who like lives by quotes. Like I always look like I'm always looking
thing.
up different quotes and just the way that people think about different things. I remember watching this episode of Ayanla Fix My Life.
Uh-huh.
And they were talking about love. They were talking
Mm.
about love. They were talking about how you know, this lady kept on saying, I'm giving my all to my man, and how do you do that and have space for yourself? And Ayanla was like, how can you? It's impossible to do that. Like you can't. You have to remember that your cup have to runneth over before you can pour into someone else.
Hello.
You have to be able to, what you're giving someone else has to be the overflow. And that person has to be giving you their overflow so that you both stay full. But you cannot just pour into yourself because then you end up with an empty cup.
See, thank you. Exactly. Thank you for saying that, because that goes into my next question. I want to know, how do you overflow your cup? Like, what does your recharge look like? Are you a spa guy? Are you a book guy? Like, what does your recharge look like?
Man, my recharge is family, of course. Anytime I get a chance to be around my family, my mom, my siblings, my dad, just any type of real family, my friends, I've being in this business and being so close to so many, like just a good handful of people, you start to call those people your family. So when I say my family, I mean like my family, the guys that I can call on at 12 o'clock midnight and say, yo, I need to ride out. And I know that I got them.
Right.
Family, uh, I love to just learn. I'm somebody who just give me space, give me Google, YouTube. I'm somebody who's like always trying to learn something new. Like whether it's something going on in the world right now, if it's how to build a house from scratch. Like I'm really somebody who just likes to constantly learn something new.
Yeah.
Working out, of course. Like just getting into the gym.
That's
Yeah,
right.
getting into the gym, just exerting that force. Or I've started just boxing. Like I've just got back into. I haven't boxed for real since I was a little kid. So getting back
Wow.
into boxing, that's been fun. But ultimately, it's really just being around. When you feel depleted, you need like a positive charge. So just being around anything that can give you that positive charge or pull the negative out of you. So.
Mm. Okay, okay, those all sound amazing. I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. I'll be trying to learn how to build a house, a spaceship, other Google. Let me tell you. Not I'll be going down a rabbit hole at 4 o'clock in the morning, like how to shave a rabbit. Like, anyway,
Absolutely.
but you gotta have your recharge, man. That's important.
Mhm.
Speaking of recharge, if you ever have moments that are challenging, is there any other father that you may go to, or like maybe personal, or maybe like a dad in entertainment, someone you feel like, nah, I need to take notes from him? Is there anyone like that in your life, like a mentor or something?
Man, there's a bunch of people. I have a really ill like a good dad tribe, which is, it doesn't
Ooh,
happen very often, but I got a lot of dads that I can now reach out to and just be like, yo, um, I like just give me advice, especially with
yeah,
girls. So one person I would call on is my boy Mouse Jones.
okay.
Mouse, he's same age as me, but he's had a child way longer than I have. He has
Uh,
two daughters. So him just being able to speak to being a father at a young age and what that looks like, how to be more gentle with girls, everything along those lines. He's somebody that I definitely call on. Another guy, one of my big homies, his name is Bar. I always kind of reach out to him just to kind of get a good understanding of how to be a dad, but also understand that, you could be a washed up dad, but still dope, like still fly. I've taken it. I know I'm a washed up dad.
Oh, shut
I'm in that
up! You are
house.
not. What are you talking about? You
Listen, I'm in the
crazy?
house building almost every day. It's amazing. I love this life, but I'm still fly. I'm still cool. And
Absolutely.
my big homie Bar definitely lets me know how to do that. And one more guy that I constantly reach out to is Coltrane, one of my big homies who runs Team Epiphany. Coltrane
Mm,
Curtis. There's way more guys that I reach out to, but
yeah.
that's my and my big homie Law. I can't forget Law.
Mm,
Law Parker. He's an A&R over at Rock Nation. So
mm.
those are the guys. Those are some of my guys.
I love that you use the word tribe because I've been hearing that a lot lately, and I think to have a tribe is really important. For many reasons. People like to go into things alone, but you need a tribe, a support team. I love that you named so many. I wasn't expecting that. That's dope. That's dope. I know y'all be in that group chat like, nah, like y'all still use formula or she be your
Absolutely.
baby. That's amazing. Are all you guys black? Are they all black?
Yes, yes, everybody's black.
Listen,
Uh-huh.
that's another conversation, but we don't got much time. We don't got much time. Okay? I'm trying to stay on track. I'm
Come
trying to,
on.
I'm a social worker in the black hood, so I gotta relax. Uh, but that sounds good. Mouse, Bart, Law. There was another one you said. But anyway,
Coltrane. Yeah.
they all sound amazing. I thank God for them in your life.
Thank you.
Um, okay, so let me ask you one more question because as promised, I'm gonna get a quick little 30 minutes from you. So
Mhm.
for any of the college students that are watching or that are gonna watch when we post this on the college site and stuff like that, what is a great piece of advice you would give to students specifically because I think the number one hardship is balance between like student life and going home, changing diapers and stuff. So, as someone like you who works a lot, travels a lot, what kind of advice could you give to students who, I don't know, just need some advice from someone like you?
Whew. Man, I would tell you guys to understand what you want to like. Understand the difference between something that you want to like get into business with, like something that a business idea, or something that's a hobby. For example,
Mm,
if you're in music, understand the difference between doing music as a hobby or
mm-hmm,
doing music as a business. This is something I
mm,
had to learn. When you're doing it as a hobby, it feels like you can get around to it whenever, you wait for inspiration to hit you and you kind of just jump on it at any time. But if this is a business, you have to really treat it like it's a 9 to 5. Although we do work in a very creative space, you have to remember that the ones that make it to the top are the ones that are constantly working. Now,
mm.
of course, we're always waiting for inspiration or we're trying to break the writer's block, but the only way to
Yeah.
break writer's block is to write. Doesn't
Ugh,
matter what you write, but you
ugh,
got to write. You got to get it
yeah.
done.
Mm-hmm,
So I would tell anybody who's in a creative space, who wants to turn what they're doing into a business, something that actually makes them money, produces, and something that they can treat as a job, treat it as a job. Like actually, if you're a painter, get a canvas, map out your hours, do 40 hours a day where you're on that canvas. Like really treat it as if it's a job. Really, if you're a writer, write a verse a day. Sit down in that room for 3 hours, go
oh,
through beats and write. If you're a singer, singing lessons. Do what you have to do to sharpen your craft and sing. Do what you got to do. Like treat it as a job. For anybody else, everybody else who's not in a creative space, any student
mm-hmm,
who's doing anything, I would tell you, life is all about choices. Like the thing that the best thing that we have is our choices.
mm-hmm,
And always, we remember that hindsight is 2020, but just constantly think about your choices before you make them.
mm,
Remember that the choices that you make today may not benefit you today, but may in the long run. always look for the long run. Always plant seeds. Uh,
Mm,
because when those moments come where you don't know how to make something happen or things aren't clicking the way that you wanted them to, those
hmm.
seeds that you planted, those are going to be the things that save your life.
Wow. Ooh, come on and preach.
Mhm.
Pastor Wild, huh? On this Sunday afternoon, my God, my God, my God.
Yeah. You could pass
That
the offering, you could pass the offering right around.
pass the plate. Yes, uh-huh.
Uh,
Deaconess. Wow, that is amazing. I see my boss who signed my checks, Dr. Kwa. She's also in entertainment. And I look up to him as well because he runs these programs at your college, and he also has a daughter who's in college. And he just does a lot, and I just admire you guys who work and still have time for family. I know it's got to be a lot. There's only 24 hours in the day.
yeah.
But I really love your advice, and I hope that any of the students or non-students, young fathers or aspiring fathers listening will take this all in and listen. Your choices are seeds that will grow into an experience, and that also has to do with fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? Because we have dreams, and then we have a baby that may have been unexpected, and you gotta learn from it and grow with it. I see my mom in there. Yes, mom. My mom also made a comment about your family comment earlier in the tribe. But anyway, I appreciate you, Tristan. I love you for being here.
Of
So
course, of
many
course.
people are inspired by you. You're like a jack of all trades. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know you're kind of modest, but I had to flex for you before you got on here, and I was like, he rap, he act, he could break dance. He probably braid hair. I know you probably be braiding your baby's hair, child.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I have to. So there comes those days, those mornings where, yeah, 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 it definitely has to go
Yeah.
down.
So I just really admire you, and I really seriously want you to know that I'm so proud of you, and you're so inspiring.
Thank you.
And just watching you, it's just like he had a baby, he has a wife, and you're still working. You're
Uh-huh.
still out here working. Are you allowed to tell us what you're working on? Is it a secret?
No,
Don't whisper.
I think I'm about to stop. No, right? No, I think they just announced it. So I have a TV show coming up soon, with Apple TV.
Oh,
Um, yeah, Kevin Durant is executive producing it.
oh,
It's called Swagger. It's kind of loosely based on his life when he was playing AAU basketball, and I play basically like a sports agent from a sporting company like a Nike or something like that. But that's all I can say. But
yeah,
understand
yeah.
it gets deep. It gets really really deep.
I just want everyone to know what you're working on so we can have an eye out for it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
anyway, thank you so much for stopping by.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Where's that from? Where's that from?
Let's own it. Come on now.
Okay, you win $2 million. 2 million, 2 million. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're gonna post this on our York College social media site. And Tristan, thank you for being here. Kiss the
Of
baby
course.
for me. Okay.
I
I know
will. I
y'all in
will.
New York, so I need to meet her in
Uh-huh.
White. Okay.
I got you. I got you. I got
Invite
you.
me to the barbecue. I'll
I
behave.
will. I will.
Get tested. All right. I hope you enjoy the
All
rest
right,
of your
y'all.
love.
You
And
too.
bye, Professor Quash. Bye, Mom. I love you guys.